how? Johnson again, ole ole. Johnson again, Johnson again, Johnson again, ole ole.
What's going on? What is going on, man? What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. Glad to see you all here, man. Big ups, bro. Arch already in the chat. Damn, can't watch. What a game. Thought, though, put Van de Ven up top at this point. Hilarious, bro. Big ups, man. Welcome back, man. Welcome back. It's been a minute since the disastrous game against Chelsea on the weekend. Spurs have wrote that wrong. We corrected it, and now Spurs are in a very decent spot in the Champions League. I think they're 10th now. Excellent win. I'm sure we already know at this point. I mean, bro, Van de Ven. We won't talk about Van de Ven. We won't talk about Van de Ven. Lots to talk about today. There's transfer news. Obviously, reviewing the game, giving my thoughts on the game because you guys haven't heard it yet. And then just more Spurs stuff. I want to talk about the attack and the tactics in terms of how I think this tactic for Frank is going to go in terms of the 3-2-5 and the interchangeability and Xavi Simons' performance. Bro, there's a whole bunch to talk about. So, yeah. Shout out to you guys for being here. Make sure to like the stream, subscribe, and let's get right into it. Let's get right into the stream, man. We have a lot to talk about. Mickey Van Basten. Facts, bro. Facts. Jihan always in here. Big ups, bro. Man, I mean, initial thoughts from the game. Wow. Also, I mean, it's obvious. I didn't end up doing a video after the Chelsea game because I can't lie. My head was gone, so I did not want to sit down, rewatch the game, edit the video, talk about the game, and put bro, that was such a bad loss. Where I was like, do you guys even really want to see this? Let's be real. And I was looking around YouTube to see the comments and the videos and what the views are getting. Bro, the views were so bad. It was horrible. So I was like, you know what? Let me just rest up and give my 2 cents and move on from there. Chris Chua says hi there. Hello, Chris. Semenyo Orendai, we need to beat Man United. We're going to talk about Man United too. We're going to talk about Man United as well because that is going to be a huge game. We have got to beat Man United. And honestly, I'm not scared. Listen, and I know I got clipped up mad times. Got clipped up against Chelsea in the match preview for that game. I got clipped up a lot. But when it comes to Man United, listen, we pretty much own the city of Manchester between City, United. We own Manchester, so I'm not really scared of them. Let's be real. The worst thing about Man United is their attack in terms of Mbeumo and Cunha, but it's really only Mbeumo moving mad right now. It's not like Sesko hasn't really been firing. Cunha, he's had his moments, but he hasn't really been doing too hot. But we're going to talk about Man United later. That's a whole different thing. I'm not going to be going for too long today. I had a very long day. I'm extremely tired, but I'm going to try my best to push out a solid hour, maybe hour and a half for you guys. Because there's a lot of stuff that I want to talk about. So let's just get right into it. First thing I want to talk about is, Van de Ven. What a freaking player. Honest debate, because I haven't been watching Spurs as long as most Spurs fans. I'm relatively new in terms of things, but I think there's some value in my opinion when it comes to that as well, because I come in with fresh ideas, fresh thoughts, you know what I mean? But what are we saying? Van de Ven or Vertonghen? What are we saying, bro? Honestly, because I heard this debate pop up, people are comparing Van de Ven to Vertonghen. Listen, I know Jan Vertonghen is elite and he has a super huge role and influence among the Spurs fan base and the first Spurs faithful, and he was such an excellent player for Spurs. Some would say probably one of our best center backs to ever play for the club. But I can't lie. Van de Ven's moving mad. He's moving mad. And when you talk about moments, because obviously these legends have to have moments and huge times of impact for the club, Van de Ven already had the amazing line clearance in the Europa League. How many times have we seen Van de Ven run up the pitch, freaking either cross it in or even now in this case score a goal. Like, Van de Ven's already racking up a bunch of moments. So when it comes to Van de Ven or Vertonghen, what are we saying? What are we saying? I don't know. I mean, Van de Ven has 6 goals this season, which is ridiculous. He has 6 goals this season, which is ridiculous. But, I mean, I feel like Prime Vertonghen was just special. Special times for Prime Vertonghen, honestly. I don't know. I guess I didn't have the privilege to watch him live, unfortunately. Let me show my screen here. But yeah, I didn't have the privilege to watch him live. But what is it called? The hell? I'm just fixing the TikTok side. But he's a special player. Vertonghen is a special player. Like, when I look at his stats here, if you look at view full stats in the Premier, because I think did he only play for Spurs in the Premier League? Yeah, I think he did. So he played 232 games in the Premier League, had 8 goals. Okay, so this is what I mean. Listen, he's a center back, so it's not all about goals. But when you actually look at the goals, Van de Ven has scored more goals than Jan Vertonghen. And listen, it's not about goals. That's not what I'm trying to say. But it's just an interesting stat. Wish I could go like by specific matches and stuff like that. Like, can I see all of his matches for Spurs? I haven't watched Vertonghen play. Not gonna lie. What's good, Mohammed? Big ups, bro. Shout out. Oh, you haven't watched Prime Vertonghen play? Yeah. See, I didn't watch Vertonghen play at all. So I would be ignorant of me to give like my full like, oh my gosh, yeah, Van de Ven's way better. But the fact that it's even a debate, I think, says a lot in itself. So that's what I'll say for sure. Like, I wish I could go game by game and see like his match ranking and all that stuff. But if I do like a detailed review of this, see what pops up. I don't know, cause dude, sorry I couldn't reach at Saturday. I had to attend a funeral. Oh no, you're good, bro. No worries, bro. No worries. I hope everything's okay within the family and that sort of thing. My condolences if you lost someone close to you. But no, it's all good, my friend. It's all good. Why is this not loading? Yeah, I don't know. I know Vertonghen was excellent. I wish I could react to like, bro. How do YouTube channels and YouTubers react to like compilations and highlights? Like, how? Because every single time I do it, I get copyrighted. Every single time I get copyrighted. Maybe if it's like a proper comp, then maybe I could do it. But like every single time I try, I get a fat copyright strike. So I don't even want to deal with the potential of that. Yeah, I wish I could see like the match rating and that sort of thing. But I don't know. But either way, like Vertonghen, I mean, yeah, he's a legend. Vertonghen is a legend either way. But yeah, either way, Van de Ven, honestly, special player. Special player. Very special player. And he's getting up there for sure. I think when it comes to Van de Ven, like, I just got to see more. He's very consistent, but I want to see like more top end consistency in terms of his defending. Because sometimes Van de Ven does get done a little bit. But I want to see more consistent top end defending. And then like as Romero and Van de Ven get better, we should start to see the team improve as a whole and be like consistent top 4. Start going to consistent semifinals and final, like that sort of thing. So I want to see consistency of that. It was a close member of the family, but yeah, it is. I'm sorry about that, Mohammed. I hope everything's okay. Honestly, I do. My condolences. THFCU Dougie 13 just joined. What are we doing right now? We're just talking about Spurs as a whole. We're reviewing the game against Copenhagen. We're going to talk a bit about Man United. We're talking about Van de Ven versus Vertonghen as well. Just typical Spurs as a whole, talking about that. I have a little bit of transfer stuff too. It's a little bit interesting. I think the best of Spurs was from 2016 to 2019. Yeah, I think that was like peak Spurs, like 2016 to 2019. Champions League final, second, then came third in a 2-legged race, whatever the hell that was going on there. But no, that was like consistently, I think, Spurs' best period from 2016. I mean, you can even say 2014 to 2019 if you really wanted to, like, when they start to build and push on. But Best of the 21st century, of course. But then you also have to admit that, like, obviously, the Europa League was a huge staple moment within Spurs as well. So, Mickey should be one of our highest paid players. Highest play, I think you mean paid players. He's one of our best. Plus, if he's vice captain, he's gonna definitely be up there. I think we're looking at a new contract for him as well. And I know Real Madrid has been looking at him as well. But Real Madrid can respectfully F off, bro. You're not getting anywhere near Van de Ven. Sorry, bro. You can give us Bellingham and Vinny Jr. and 150 million if you want Van de Ven. Sorry, bro. Bro, Mickey's getting paid less than Brennan, I think. Yeah, I think they're gonna give him a new contract pretty soon here. I think they're talking about it. What I saw on X is that I think Spurs want the same way that we built around Kane and Son. I think that they want Romero and Van de Ven to be the ones that we build around and really have them be a staple of the future of Spurs, which I'm all for, because if you build out the back, I think it gives you a good foundation, and then you can add attacking players to that. But have Romero and Van de Ven as your core pieces, the ones to build around your actual stars. I think that's a good idea. And we've seen it. I think Romero's world class. I know like the whole debate of world class kind of gets watered down nowadays, because it's like, oh, when we think about world class, we think about Ronaldo, Messi, those type of guys. But I think Romero is undeniably world class. Won a trophy with Tottenham, World Cup winner, Copa America. Like, I think Romero is bona fide world class defender in my opinion. And then I think Van de Ven is, like I said, for Van de Ven, I got to see more consistency at the top. And then, like, as Van de Ven gets better, we should see the team start to get better as a whole as well, if he stays fit, that is. And then, like, obviously pick up more trophies, that sort of thing, to get another world class spot. But yeah, I think Van de Ven's trending in the very right direction. And if you're getting noticed by Real Madrid, then that's got to say something. So, honestly, don't think we sign a left winger in January. I don't think we should get one. You don't think we should get one, or you don't think we can? I think we want one, but I don't think the market is going to allow for us to get one, in my opinion. Romero is not world class. He's not even top 5 in his position. Brother. When you talk about world class, I think the big thing you have to look at is consistency and also success. In terms of consistency, I think, Romero gets into every single center back pairing besides what? Maybe Arsenal's? I think Romero gets into City, he gets into Chelsea, he gets into United, he gets into Liverpool, because he's going to get over, he's probably not going to get over Van Dijk. But if you wanted to play him alongside of Van Dijk on the left or whatever, you could figure that. Oh, no, sorry, he would, because Van Dijk plays left. Never mind. He would get into that Liverpool side. The only team in the Premier League that he doesn't get into is probably Arsenal. Probably. He gets into every single Premier League side. Who's Barcelona's center backs? Real Madrid wanted him as well. So I don't know. I think Romero's world class, in my opinion. I think Romero is world class. He has the trophies to back it up between Copa Americas. Bro, he's a World Cup winner. The World Cup is the hardest trophy to win in world sports, and Romero has won a World Cup. So I think that he is definitely world. And he won a trophy with Tottenham. That alone, and he kept a clean sheet in that game as well. The trophy that he won with Tottenham. So I think Romero's world class, in my opinion. I think he is. I think he's world class. Kolo surprised me. Yes, he missed so many chances. I actually want to touch on Kolo Muani, because I think Kolo Muani is the perfect example of the type of striker that we need at Spurs. Kolo Muani, when you look at Richarlison needs service. But when it comes to Muani, I think Muani has the ability to create on his own. When you watch Muani, even his ability to pick up the ball and then dribble through the pitch and dribble past players and draw fouls, Richarlison ain't doing that, bro. Richie ain't doing that. And Muani, you saw when he was coming in, he had a 2-on-1. And I think he had Odegaard to the left. Bro, the pace that Muani mustered to excel, he didn't really get too much of a shot off, but he mustered the ball in and he wanted the penalty. But Richie ain't ever going to do that. I think Muani offers a lot more of a threat all around when it comes to Spurs and the way that he attacks as a striker. And he doesn't really need to have service. He can kind of create his own. And he's just a smarter player. He's a very smart player. You can tell that he's played with excellent world-class players. i.e. he's been in the France international team. He's played in the World Cup in 2022. He made it to the final with them. Like Muani, you can tell he's a very smart player and he knows how to play with good players. So if you get good quality around Muani, he's going to thrive because he's used to playing with very excellent players, which I think is crucial for the squad. So, yeah, I mean, Colomani was amazing. Don't forget Van de Ven's clearance in the Europa League. Yeah, exactly. Like Van de Ven's clearance was, bro, like that moment as a whole is what won us the Europa League. I think we played Kolo off the left, Dom up front with Kolo operating as a... I'm actually going to say no on that one because I think what we're seeing right now with Odebear, Uduggy, and Javi Simmons, I think that trio is essential to how Spurs want to play. And I'm going to get into the tactics pretty soon here. Actually, I should probably get into them now. That's actually a good segue, so thank you, THFC Uduggy. Let's transition into that right now. I want to bring up the tactics board because that offers a whole dynamic into our attack, which we didn't have before if we play a Spence there or if we play a Tell there or a Johnson there. Offers a whole different dynamic to the team. Romero is easily top 5. That's what I'm saying. He is easily top 5. How did you become a Spurs fan? I just started watching like Harry Kane and Son, and then I fell in love with them, and then the 2022 World Cup also solidified that as well. Upamecano, Saliba, Gabriel Van de Ven, Bastoni. Bruh! Or Virgil van Dijk, sorry. Bruh. Upamecano? Bruh. Nah, I'm putting Romero over them. Bastoni, I'm putting Romero over Bastoni too. Klaus for Odebear. Odebear was excellent, man. All levels above. I'm taking Romero over 2 of those guys. I think it's only Saliba, Gabriel, and Virgil van Dijk, to be honest. Hey, man, big fan, Nate. Big ups, Tommy. I appreciate you, my friend. Shout out to you, Tommy. I think we should just play our whole defense in attack. No, honestly, like, bro, imagine when we get Vuskovic coming in next season between Romero, Van de Ven, and Vuskovic. Brother, it's gonna be fantastic. It's going to be fantastic. Let me open up this here. And I love this setup from Frank as well because it's super it's just so unique the way that he plays it. Let me just get this set up here. And then Romero there. You had a Bentancur. Oh, Bentancur, Sar. Xavi in like this half space. Johnson out wide. Then you had Uduggy, and then you had Odebear. All right, let me share my screen. All right, so if we have a look here at how we ran this formation. The thing that I love about bro's calling me a clown. Bro, I'm telling you, Romero is a top center back in the league. In the world. Sorry, I'm telling you. So yeah, if you look at the formation here, so originally it starts out as a 4-2-3-1, and then a lot of the times in defense we almost make it more of a 4-4-2 in defense. It kind of turns into like a 4-4-2 a little bit in defense, but then out of attack it expands into this 3-5-2. So we saw a lot of the times with this formation against Copenhagen, and we saw it against Newcastle. We also saw it against Everton as well. With this formation, this front 5 is extremely fluid. So if you watch the game back, you actually see a lot of the times Odebear popping up on the right sometimes and Xavi popping up on the left. And then what you had a lot of the times as well is you had Odebear and Uduggy also interchanging and switching out. So sometimes you had Odebear going out wide and holding width, and then you had Uduggy cutting inside, and you had sometimes Uduggy going out wide, and you had Odebear coming inside. So Uduggy picking up the width. And then sometimes you even had Xavi picking up these spots too, which then allowed for a lot of the concentration on the defenders to be focused on these players. I should actually pull up the defender board, because I think I'll do a better job of explaining this. Let's get this up in here. Where's Uduggy? I think showing the defenders will explain this a lot better. Odebear, Wani, Javi there. Where's Odebear? I don't have an Odebear piece here, really? Okay. Then Sar's here, not Polina. Okay, yeah. So a lot of the times, like you had Odebear being on this side, you had Udagi being here, and you had Javi being here as well, like kind of like in these like sort of half spaces here. So it allowed like a lot of concentration to be focused on the right hand side because you had so much threat coming up over here, with some left space over here. Oh, I had Odebear over there. Never mind. And then you had like a lot of space left up over here for Brennan Johnson. So this front five is extremely fluid, which I think is such a good tactic because it leaves the defenders guessing. Like if you man mark this, if you were to man mark this entire team, excuse me, if you were to go man for man and play man marking here, you're going to get dragged all over the place because this front five is extremely fluid. So the defender is going to start to get dragged all over the pitch. So that's why I love this formation. And then between Javi, Odebear, and Udagi, whatever the chemistry they have going on is just beautiful. Like you just saw the triangles between these three in this formation. Constant triangles forming between these three. The link up, the smartness between these three is beautiful to see. The triangles that they're putting together between them. And then a lot of the time, and this is what I loved about this formation, is you had Javi dropping deep a lot too. Javi was dropping deep as well to influence the game, and our build-up offered a lot more options because we had a lot more passing options spread throughout the entire lineup as a whole. So, like when he built out and sort of like this three, you had a lot more passing options when you build out like this, essentially. Trying to grab the pieces here. Oh. You have a lot more passing options when you build out like this. So you go down this way, and then what I love about this is that it gets Poro. We saw a lot throughout the game is that you saw Poro in like sort of this space, and all the defenders were kind of pushed up, going this way, kind of pushed over. And it left either Odebear or Udagi open into space to receive the beautiful Poro cross. It left a lot of space. And then what it allowed for is Odebear to be able to cut inside and Udagi to hold with Odebear to be able to cut inside and find a runner in Javi going this way, find a runner in Johnson going in behind, find a runner in Kolomwani going this way. When Odebear was cutting inside, he had 3 passing options to get that ball into our players. 3 passing options, which was lovely to see. So I think this attack allows for a lot of fluidity and creativity. And then when you get Kudus on here, then it's like, bro, what do you do? Like, who do you defend? If you go 3-man on Kudus, then how do you defend the left-hand side? It leaves the left-hand side so open if you go 3-man on Kudus. Or if you triple up on Udagi and Odebear / Javi, then it leaves the left-hand side well open. So it's like, what do you do here? And then the other crucial part that we have to talk about too is Romero in this position. His line, bro, the importance that I can't even begin to emphasize enough of Romero and his line-breaking passes. He legit demands. You see Romero sometimes on the ball in these positions, demanding players to go up, go forward. It's like moving them up like this, motioning them up like that. And his ability just to pick out a pass right through the line, either to Kolomwani. Sometimes Bentancur goes up. Pick out a pass to Bentancur. Like, the ability to pick up those passes gives so much of a threat for us playing out the back. And Van de Ven as well. His ability to play out the back has gotten a lot better too. So between these 3, you have 3 passes out the back. Bentancur as well. And I think, listen, I was extremely harsh on Bentancur, but I can't lie. I think the whole problem with Bentancur was just down to tactics, if I'm going to be honest. Because before, all Bentancur would do was just pass side to side. Pass this way, pass that way, back. He'd pass anywhere but forward. But I can't lie. I think it's all instruction because what we saw against Copenhagen was Bentancur receiving the ball on the half turn and actually turning and then passing forward. Bro, it was insane. It was insane. Like his Bentancur's pirouettes is just a work of art. So I think it was down to instruction. I was very harsh on Bentancur, and I still kind of am. I can't lie. I still think Bentancur is slightly above average. I don't think he does anything too special, but when he's on it, Bentancur is on it. So I'll give him credit there. But I think it was down to instruction in the tactics from Thomas Frank, which hindered Bentancur's ability to play forward. And then also with Paulini being there too, the two defensive options, which I don't think works too well together in specific games. But when you have a Sar there now, and Sar's progression as well with his ball carrying and settling things down, bro, it allowed for so much progression within this lineup. So much progression. And then the huge thing that we cannot understate is that we were actually playing through Xavi Simons. Balls were going into him from every angle, every part of the pitch. There was balls going into Xavi. We were playing through him. So we allowed Xavi to get the ball facing towards the goal, which he then, in this position from here, get rid of these, in this position from here, I think Bentancur received the ball and he passed it forward, which is crucial, passed it forward to Xavi in this space. And then Brennan Johnson made this beautiful run. Xavi Simons with the ball over the top. I mean, lovely pass from Xavi. Ball over the top and behind. Johnson baits the keeper. Keeper comes out. Oh, let me get the ball. Keeper comes out. Johnson gets it past him in this area and then gets a lovely finish into the net in this position. But do you see this passage of play? Screenshot this right here. This passage of play right here just pretty much explains why Xavi was lacking so freaking much. The importance of having a double pivot that is able to play progressive passes into Xavi, into these spaces, the half spaces, where he can influence the game, is crucial to how we want to play. And you have the right-handed side threat, whether it's Johnson or Kudus there, and then Xavi kind of coming to these spaces, or you have the left-handed threat with Udogie and Odeberg constantly overlapping and underlapping, which creates chaos for these defenders. This is the foundation to build upon, and I think Frank needs to keep on persisting with this. And I don't know why he abandoned this against Chelsea. I have no clue, but this is the groundworks for how Frank should play going forward. 3-2-5. You have a fluid front five who is constantly interchanging, and then you have Mwane with his ability to drop deep and hold up play sometimes. And yeah, but this was the tactics that worked so well for Frank and has been working so well. Even against Newcastle, you saw it there too. The constant balls in behind as well. So, I mean, yeah, it's huge. You need Xavi in these sort of spaces, halfway mark, beyond here, in this space, like pretty much in the zone right here. In this area, like here, you want Xavi. In this area here, you want Xavi operating in these areas. But you got to get him into space here. So bait the press and then get him with loads of space in this area. And then we're going to see the beauty of Xavi Simons, I'm telling you. Because this is where under RB Leipzig he thrived, in these areas, receiving the ball from like here, these half spaces in here, and here as well. This is where he thrived a lot for RB Leipzig. So, yeah, it's lovely stuff from the team and from Thomas Frank in terms of tactics and what we want to do. But, yeah, that's that breakdown. Let me catch up a bit here. Let me go back. Where do we leave off? If we were to sign a left winger, it should be Yildiz, my favorite player outside of Spurs. Yeah, I've heard a lot about him. I think there's going to be a lot of clubs after him, though. That's the only thing. Fell in love with them. You're saying after the clearance? I am saying the weakest part of Spurs was the midfield. You're saying against Copenhagen or against Chelsea? I think against Chelsea we lost the game in the midfield. And I actually said this before the game. With Chelsea, you got to get the midfield right. If the midfield is selected wrong, then, or if the midfield is even off it a little bit, What the heck is that? What the heck is that? What the hell was that? Sorry, I just had it. What the heck just popped up? What the hell was that, bro? Insane. Anyway, sorry. The big thing when it comes to Chelsea is you have to have the midfielders on it because their midfield is one of the best in the world. Genuinely, it's one of the best in the world. So you have to be on it when it comes to Chelsea's midfield, and you lose the game if your midfield is not good against Chelsea. Everything was working from the wings, but I see you're talking against Copenhagen, huh? I think the midfield was fine against Copenhagen as well. I think the whole team was excellent. I think if we had Decky next to Joao, we would be able to play a lot more aggressive and control the game against bigger sides. When Decky and Dom are back, we're going to see proper Frank ball. So what you're saying, play a Paulinho, Decky, and like a Xavi midfield? The only thing is that like, I mean, I'd be down for that. I just don't know if Frank would do it. I'd be down for that. Like against low blocks, I'd be so down for that. But against teams that are going to kind of come at us a bit more, I don't know. But I'd be so down for that against these low block teams. But I'd say that you want Kulusevski more so up the pitch higher. That's the only thing I'd say because I think you waste his abilities if you have him a bit back. Like if you're gonna play him alongside Paulinho, he has to have the license to go forward. That's the big thing when it comes to that. Who's Decky? That's Kulusevski. It's Kulusevski. Kulu is just a machine better than Kudus for me. I think they're different players. I think they have different skill sets and traits. I don't think that they're better than one another. I think Kudus is a better dribbler. And I think end product, they're both like relatively the same in terms of end product. I think Kudus is a better crosser, but I think Kulusevski's more direct and he's better at playing with his teammates, if that makes sense. Whereas Kudus can hold onto the ball for a little bit too long. Kulu and Kudus are so similar though. I think they're different players. I think they're similar in terms of like they're not like out and out right wingers. Like they can both play 10. They can do a job on the right hand side. But I think they have different skill sets. But they're both very strong. They both have very strong, very good engines. They're both like legit machines in the mid. Yeah, I see that actually. I think they're similar. But they're similar at their core, but their strengths are different. That's what I would say. Decky's also entering his prime. He's like, what, 25? I think he's still pretty young. He's like 25, 24? He's still relatively young. How old is he? He's still relatively young. He's 25. Yeah, he's 25. He turns 26 in April. So he's like right in his prime. Thank you, Conte, for bringing Kulu and Romero with you. No, genuinely though. What app do you use for the tactics? I use it's just the app on Windows. It's called Tactics Manager. It's on Windows. It's called Tactics Manager. With Paulinho, plays Bentancur, plays deep. With Sarr, he can push forward. Yeah, I agree. I'm telling you, it's a little bit of instruction from Thomas Frank in terms of the tactics because we saw that in the last game, Bentancur was a lot more forward thinking in his passes. With Bergvall, I am not sure. Bergvall, it's a tough one. Bergvall's like a little bit of like an all-rounder. Like he hasn't found his clear. I think he's an 8. I think Bergvall is an 8. Or like an 8.5, 8/10, but not like a full out and out 10. I think he's an 8 though. That's a big chunk of space. When everyone's at their best, I think Decky is our best player overall. I think when everyone's at their best, I think Madison's our best player, if I'm being honest. I think when everyone's at their best, like at their peak, I think Madison's our best player, if I'm being completely honest. I think Madison is such an excellent number 10, and when he's actually thriving, he's cooking. Yo, it's the real Nate Robinson, and Unk is here too. Oh, Otto, welcome back, Otto. Big ups. Talking about you, Muhammad. He's calling you Unk. That's hilarious. What I missed on TikTok? Nothing. Okay. Yeah, man. I mean, overall, I'm super happy with that performance. I mean, I think you have to take it with a grain of salt as well, because you would say that it was against Copenhagen, but they're still a established European side. I remember back in 2023 they gave Manchester United a lot of problems. So they're still a very good side, Copenhagen. At the end of the day, it's Champions League. So all the teams have done something right to be there, whether or not they're on it or not. So, um, but yeah, I think that was an excellent performance from Thomas Frank and the squad. I think he got it completely spot on. And then also 10 men as well. I think we looked even better at 10 men. Like, we did not slow down at all with 10 men. I think it was harsh to bring Xavi off, but I understand why he did it for, the defensive stability. But I think Xavi had an excellent game. Excellent game Xavi had. So, we should let Odegaard play more. Yeah, I think Odegaard's been playing a lot, to be fair. I think he's just been injured. But Odegaard's been... Bro, Odegaard as well. We got to talk about Odegaard because, listen, I've been on... And I'm going to claim this, bro. I've been on Team Odegaard since day one. Since day one. I swear. I've been on Team Odegaard since day one. I knew from the moment he walked into Spurs. I saw him. He did like a couple good moves. I was like, yeah, he's going to come good. He's going to come good. Brother, Odegaard has been moving excellent. You can see it game by game. He's growing more into an established Premier League player. Enough of this, oh, he's championship level. Oh, he's not good enough. He's only under 21 level. Bro, I'm telling you, just give him time, and he's going to be an excellent player. You can see it in his confidence as well. I think with Odegaard, it's his confidence. His confidence needs to grow higher and higher. He needs to be more expressive, show more emotion. And you're seeing that in the way that he's playing. He's expressing himself a lot more on the pitch with the 1-2s, even confidence on the ball, just like, holding onto it for a bit longer, taking your time, looking around. But then we need to speed it up. He speeds it up. So I think Odegaard has been, dude, he's come so far. And even last season under Ange in the Europa League, I think he was excellent. I think it was against Frankfurt. No, was it Frankfurt? No, Frankfurt or... He's either against Frankfurt or Bodo. We just played excellent. Excellent game he played. I think he got 2 goals. I can't remember which team it was, though. I think it was Frankfurt. But he scored 2 goals. Lovely play from Odegaard. Like, I think he's been growing into the game as he plays more and more. So I think it's just a matter of playing him more often and then letting him just express himself continuously. Hey, Otto says, Mohammed, I think Madison leaves January next year. No chance. No way. I don't think he leaves in January. First of all, no one's going to buy him if he leaves in January. And then number 2, maybe next year. But I think Frank's going to give him the next season's training camp and preseason to really prove himself. I don't think he's going to leave, though. Because you could legit have Xavi, Madison, Kulusevski, all options for number 10s. Like, that's excellent depth there at number 10. And then Madison is a senior within the squad. He's one of the leaders in the squad. So I think he's going to be crucial to helping Xavi develop, helping the youth develop within the squad. So, and then since now that we have Xavi and Kulusevski coming back, I think now you don't have to overplay Madison either. So you could rotate him and keep him fit. So I don't think he leaves next season. I think if he gets another big injury, then yeah, maybe. But as of right now, I don't think so. Everyone at their best, Vicario is our best player. Well, I mean, ideally you'd want your goalkeeper to be your best player, yeah, but I still think it's Madison, man. I think Madison at his best is just what a player Madison at his best. Like, legit, we won games through Madison at times last season. Also, Kudus there at his best as well. Kulusevski at his best too. Listen, the squad's not... I say the squad's not horrible, but then, like, I was cussing the squad after Chelsea. Wait, I just want to see what Sam said here on TikTok. At the same time, you looked very bad against Bodo Glimt, so you could say that about playing against bad teams. Yeah, so I hear that. Like, against Bodo Glimt, we were horrible. So, yeah, like bad teams. You gotta beat the teams in front of you, and we did that, and in a good fashion too. So, but yeah, anyways, I was cussing the squad against Chelsea, and I think our squad is better than a lot of teams. when they're fully fit and when they're fully thriving. But I think there's still some dead wood within the squad. Richarlison, gotta go. Listen, I don't rate Tell that highly, but I can see that he's starting to look a little bit better. So I'm willing to give Tell time as well, but I want more established options ahead of Tell. Obviously, I like Solanke a lot. I do like Solanke, but I would want higher than Solanke in my opinion. I think that the defense is solid between Udogie, Puro, Spence, Romero, Van de Ven. I think that defense is solid. The midfield, I think when it comes to the midfield, I think they're all at a similar level between Sarr, Bergvall, Bentancur. I think between those three players, they're at a similar level. Archie Gray a little bit behind that. And then Xavi just needs to keep growing, keep growing to his game, keep becoming a better player. But I think the squad has a lot of 6 out of 10s, if that makes sense. A lot of 6 out of 10s. So it's just a matter of finding those 8 out of 10s. But we're not too far off it. Hey, Otho, how was kindergarten? That's hilarious. How Muhammad, kindergarten was good. How was taxi? Bro, that's mad. Odebear is just young. Yeah, he's what, 21? Odebear? So, good. You guys are hilarious, man. That goal is exactly what Odebear needed. Tell would have missed the ball entirely. No, excellent finish from Odebear. Like, he's growing right into the game. Champions League goal, that's huge for Odebear as well. So, excellent start from Odebear. Like, you cannot take that away from him. Frank do witchcraft in the Champions League. I am so impressed. I don't know what it is. Like, I think our players just rise higher in Europe, in European competitions. And maybe that's a credit to the trophy. I don't know. But our players just rise when it comes to Europe, especially European nights at home. They rise a lot higher. So, freaking glitch there. I don't want it to happen, but I don't think he'll recover from his ACL injury. I hope he does, though. I mean, maybe, but I think the way that Madison plays his game, I think as long as his technical ability doesn't go, I think he'll be fine. As long as his technical ability does not go, I think Madison will be fine. And then it's just a matter of just keeping him fit. But then I worry that he's going to be scared to take tackles. That's the only thing. But I think as long as his technical ability does not leave him entirely, then I think he'll be fine. Should we let Kulu play as a left winger? See, I hear that, and I was thinking about that too. I don't know. I don't think so. I think he wants to cut inside on his left. I don't think he wants to be a left winger. I don't know. I don't think so, man. Because I think even, like, as a right winger sometimes, he gets, like, kind of isolated out there. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'd play him left wing. I'd rather put Kudus left wing than play Kulusevski left wing. I'll say that much. Decky as a left wing wouldn't work. Yeah, I don't think so. The squad is top 4 without injuries. I agree. I think with everyone fit between Solanke, Mawani, Madison, Xavi, Kulusevski, Odebear, Kudus, Paulinho, Bentancur, Bergvall, Sarr. I think the squad is top 4 without injuries. I think it is. I think our squad is... Listen, I look at our squad, and I compare it to Chelsea's. When everyone's fit, I like our squad more. I just think that Chelsea has the top-end players being at a higher level than our top-end players. So when you look at Palmer, Caicedo, like those are game winners, game changers. We don't really have that besides Kudus. And Madison, I'd say. And Kulusevski. Maybe. As I start naming them, then I say, like, yeah, maybe we have more. I don't know. I think Palmer and Caicedo are just top, man. Just top players. And then now Esteval's becoming Esteval's moving mad. But yeah, I think our squad is top 4 without injuries. It's just a matter of getting like that high end talent is what we need. Nah, man, I want Xavi to play. Yeah, I think Xavi, it's going to be hard. Like when Madison and Kulusevski come back, like where does Xavi fit in? I think we should loan Tell to Rennes. Hey, maybe. To be fair, they're very good at developing players. Did you hate Bentancur from the time we bought him, or you just hate him after ACL? After ACL, I hated him. I loved Bentancur before the ACL, but after the ACL, no, actually, hold that thought. Hold up. I hated Bentancur after the second injury from the ACL. So if you remember, I think he came back against Aston Villa, and then he got injured again. And then that's where I think his performances dipped off a lot after that. I hated him after that, man. I don't know what it is, but I hated him after that. But I think he just became like he has like this bozo gene a little bit. He has a bozo gene. And if you know what that means, then like you get what I'm saying. Like Bentancur, he has a bozo gene in him. Mega bozo. Same thing with Basuma. Basuma has a bozo gene too. Basuma has a major bozo gene. Just horrible decision making, mistakes sometimes. But I think he's looked a lot better in these past couple of games here. Bentancur is not the problem. I don't think he's the problem, but I think he is average. I think if you want to push on, I think he's average. I think he's a jack of all trades, master of none. I think he's average. I think against like a mid-table side to like a lower table side, I think, yeah, or I think Bentancur off the bench is fine. I have no problem with Bentancur off the bench. But Bentancur start? Nah, I think he's average, bro. I think he's average. Bentancur is a great player. I will never be for selling him, and y'all are sleeping on Tell. Man, like I said, I think Bentancur is an above average player. I don't think he's the problem. I think there's others that you should ship out before him. But I think he's bang average, bro. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Tell is not adapting to the speed of the Premier League. Similar problem like Wirtz, but Tell didn't start for Bayern. I think Tell is just not. I think it's just like an adaptation issue, and then just getting more consistent game time. But anything on TikTok that I missed? Nope. Let's keep moving. Tell was competing with Lavia and Chupo and Kane. He had, Leva, Chupo, and Kane. He had zero chance. But you would have to say that there's a reason why Bayern was okay with selling him for even a cut deal price. Like, I think there's something in that where Bayern was okay with selling him for the price that they sold him at. You know what I mean? Like, Bayern is excellent at developing prospects. They know when they have a star, they know it. I think there's a reason why Bayern wanted to sell him. That's what I'll say. So, I don't know. Tell was like 14, 15 when what was that? Bayern, I swear. Guys, I didn't watch back then, so I have no clue. I got no clue, guys. This is beyond my ball knowledge, unfortunately. Cuckoo is explosive when attacking, and he had good finishing. Kulu is very explosive. I think the problem with Kulusevski is that he doesn't use his finishing enough. I think far too often Kulusevski, I don't think he uses his finishing enough, man. Like, I think he doesn't trust his feet sometimes. But when he's on it, like when he actually trusts himself to finish, like he's an excellent finisher. Excellent finisher. Tell is the same age as Mr. Kindergarten over here, by the way. Mr. Kindergarten. One of our problems is that we have too many very good youngsters. I hear that, though. I hear that. Like, there's no pathway. Like, guys, Dane Scarlett has been rotting on the bench for God knows how long. And then he walks in against Copenhagen. And then Dane Scarlett has an excellent performance. And then also in the Europa League last season, Dane Scarlett also got an assist, I think. And then also he scored a goal in that game against, who was it? When the kids popped off. Who was it against when the kids popped off? I don't remember. Shoot, I can't remember. But when the youngsters popped off, there and Scarlett got the goal. I think every time Scarlett's walked onto the pitch, I think he's looked good, bro. Like, I can't lie. Like, let's actually analyze Dane Scarlett really quickly here. Let's take a quick pause. Let's analyze Dane Scarlett here, because I can't lie. If I'm being all the way honest, every single time he's played, bro, he's looked good. He's looked actually good, genuinely. Let's have a look at Dane Scarlett. Let's have a look at Dan Scarlett here. Full match stats. Only worth 2 million. Jeez, bro. It's mad. He's 20. Oh, he's only 21 as well. He's only 21. Bro, I'm older than Dane Scarlett. I'm older than Dane Scarlett. That's mad, you know? He's only 21, guys. Like, bro, hello, Harry Kane resurgence here? Like, what's going on? He's only 21. Let's have a look at every single time he's come on here. How do I see matches played? I just want to see matches played. How do I do this? Okay, so Copenhagen, he came on 10 minutes. And I think he was excellent against Copenhagen. Maybe SofaScore is better, actually. Let me look at SofaScore. SofaScore might be better for this. Okay, let's have a look here. So in the Premier League, he put. I wish I could see the exact matches. Well, I mean, this is fine. So this season, obviously the start the game against Copenhagen, 7 rating, and then last season he played 3 matches in the Premier League, and across those 3 matches he got an assist and had an overall of 6.67. Europa League, he had the 2 appearances and he had 1 goal and 1 assist and had a match rating of 8.2. Bro. And then in the Carabao Cup, he had a start, it looks like, 83 minutes, and then he got a 6.7. Bro, Dane, listen. Hey, man. Why not give Dane a go? Why not give Dane Scarlett a chance? Why not? He showed more than Richie, in my opinion. At least this season. Well, maybe not this season, but in the latest couple, and all of his stints, at least, he's shown a lot. Like, why not give Dane Scarlett a go? Why not? Play Dane Scarlett. Give him a chance. Fuck it, bro. Why not? Not half bad. Every time he's come on, he's done what a substitute should do. He's made an impact. You can't knock that, bro. You can't knock that. That's exactly what a substitute should do, is every single time he comes on, have an impact. He's done that. He's been doing that. Fair play. Fair play. But, yeah, I'm all for playing Dane Scarlett over Richie, in my opinion. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Let's get back to this. Where to leave off? Tell and Odegaard are the next Kane and Son. Oh, man. Kamal. Big ups, Kamal. I haven't seen you here in a minute. Kamal, big ups. Tell and Odegaard are the next Kane and Sonny. Yeah, I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about all that. Nah, man, you tweaking. I don't know about all that, to be honest. At their best, Kulusevski is better than Phil Foden. I can't lie. I rate Phil Foden a lot. I like Phil Foden a lot. He's just been so off it lately. But at their best, Kulusevski is better than Phil Foden. I don't know about that one. I'd rather take Phil Foden's peak Phil Foden and peak Kulusevski. I think I'm taking peak Phil Foden. I can't lie. I think I'm taking peak Phil Foden at his peak, which was like 2 seasons ago at this point now. But like at their highest peaks, I'm taking peak Phil Foden. I actually like Phil Foden a lot. I rate him a lot. If I could take any City player, I'm taking Phil Foden. I like him a lot. He's just been miles off it, but Kane is an all-time return. Yeah, man. Like, good youngsters who need 2 to 3 years at least. Yeah. Stop respecting Mighty Tell is wild, bro. Mighty Tell is insane, bro. Mighty Tell is insane. I don't know about Mighty Tell. That's mad. Ellsborg went more. Scarlett and the Mola IJ score. Yeah, Ellsborg. Yes, thank you. THFCU Dougie. It was Ellsborg. Yeah, and that's another thing, bro. Between how I think we'd all want to see Mikey Moore come in next season. Where's the pathway for him? Because if you want to sign a left winger, you have Odegaard there. Xavi can play there. Tell can play there. Johnson can play there. how is Mikey Moore going to get into the squad next season? I think what you almost want to hope for is that Odeberg goes on leaps and bounds this season, so that way you don't have to sign a left winger. And then you could have Odeberg be your starting left winger, and then you have Mikey Moore coming in as your backup. And then you just say F off to Tell. you tell to F off. I don't know, because like, how is Mikey Moore going to get minutes next season? Like, where's the pathway? I don't see the pathway. You also have Donnelly there, who wants to come in next season, most likely. You have Donnelly there as the 10, obviously, /8. Who else is coming up in the ranks? You have Yang Min Hyuk. I think he's been cooking for Portsmouth last I've been watching him, but I think he's tailed off a bit, Yang. I've been actually watching some Portsmouth games. Yang's looked good, but I think he's tailed off a little bit here. Let me have a look really quickly as the ratings of the last couple of games. Yeah, it's not looking too good lately. Hey. It's not good. I can't lie. It's not looking good. Wow. 5.8, 6.7, 6.1, 6.7, 7.6. Inconsistent a little bit here, but yeah, it's not look too hot. I can't lie. Last game he had a horrible showing against Birmingham. Yeah, bro, it's not good. 5.8 rating is shite. 6.7 not half bad. He's been decent at Portsmouth. Been decent at Portsmouth. He had a little bit of a goal purple patch there, and then he kind of tailed off a little bit. But yeah, I want Yang to come in too. Like, where's the pathway between Mikey Moore, Yang? Like, what are we doing? Lots of youngsters coming up here, man. Like, out of everyone, Yang Min Hyuk is my favorite prospect. He is, because I can see it. I can see what he's gonna be. I can see what Yang is gonna be. Outside of like the last 2 matches, I can see what Yang is going to be. I'm telling you, he's gonna be good. Just he's got to have the pathway. But I rate Yang a lot. I rate him highly. I think he's going to be a very excellent player. He's just a very smart, like at his worst, he's Brennan Johnson. At Yang's worst, his floor is Brennan Johnson. At his worst. Beyond that, I think he'd be an excellent player. I rate Yang Min Hyuk a lot. I think Bentancur was our best player in the first season of Conte, but now the ACL has affected him. What do you think about Madison ACL? He will get placed at Spurs again. I can't, like, the thing with Madison's, like I said, I think the way that Madison plays, I don't think, as long as he doesn't lose his passing ability, I think he'll be fine. Just don't lose that passing ability and he'll be fine, because we don't have a passer like Madison, really. Like, Madison is such a good passer, and he's such a smart player. So I think if he doesn't lose that, then he'll be fine. But the only threat to Madison is if Kulusevski and Xavi start doing mad things. If Kulusevski and Xavi start like excelling like crazy, then that's going to be the threat to Madison. Because then it's going to be like, okay, like we have 3 10s. We don't really need Madison. But I don't think that will happen because Kulusevski's going to take time to re-embed. Xavi is taking time as well, so I'm not disrespecting Tell, but Kane and Son are another tier. I'm sorry. Bro, we are disrespecting Tell. Tell is booty. He's nowhere near close to Kane and Son. Come on, man. Do you watch our loanees? Yeah, I do. I tune into... I've mainly been watching Yang a lot more. I've been watching Yang Min Hyuk a lot more. No way Tell will be 1,000 times better than Kane and Son. No way. No freaking chance. Otto says bedtime night. I'll see you later, Otto. Who's your favorite youngster? Yang. I answered that. Yang Min Hyuk. I love Yang Min Hyuk a lot. I think he's gonna be excellent. Mickey Van de Ven. Well, if you're gonna count Odebear, then I'd say Odebear. But I think Yang Min Hyuk is gonna be excellent. Mickey Van de Ven, bro, is crazy. Is Van de Ven considered a youngster? No, he's not. Van de Ven is not a youngster. He's established now. He's established pro. Dan Scarlett is definitely better than Richie, the fraud. I think when Richie decides to be Brazilian, I think he's a better player, but that's far few in between nowadays. I mean, I guess he is. Spence is better than you, Dougie, at defending. Yeah, he is, but I don't think the margin is that high. Like, I think if Spence is here, Udogi's like here. Like, I don't think it's that far off between the two. I still think that Udogi is our best fullback. I still think Udogi is our best fullback by far. Kulu is better than Foden. You know why? Because Foden plays for Man City. Bro. When I talk about Spurs and when I talk about football, I be objective. I can listen. I can put my bias aside and my love for Spurs aside and talk about other teams' players. Like I like to call the game objectively, not just like bias to Spurs. I obviously do have a bias, but I try to keep it as base as I can. And Udogie is a much better player and well more suited to Frank's tactics style. We don't need our fullbacks to sit back and defend all game. I think there's certain games where you need Spence and then certain games where you need Udogie. I think the problem with Spence is that like he just needs to play on the right. Play him on the right. And then rest Poro, but then you lose the passing ability. So come on, I'm joking. I don't rate till no, Youngmin Hyuk was pretty bad in the last match. Yeah, I'm saying last match he was bad, but I think he had a little bit of a purple patch there for a minute. And then that game against, who was it? I think it was Leicester. Bro, he was looking so good against Leicester. So good. Phillips playing really good for Stoke City. Is he? I swear he's not getting minutes. I swear he's not getting minutes against, or forced. Oh, he's getting minutes now, actually. Fair. Wait. Is he getting minutes now? Yeah, oh, okay, yeah, now he's getting minutes. Yeah, he's playing well now. Yeah, I see that. Yeah. Fair. I see it. Solid stuff. Yeah, I mean, Ashley Phillips, like, what do we do with Ashley Phillips, too? Like, we have Vuskovic coming up as well. Like, are we going to sell Vuskovic? Or, sorry, are we going to sell Ashley Phillips? Like, what are we going to do with Ashley Phillips? I can't, like, I think he gets sold. I think Ashley Phillips gets sold potentially. If Dragusin doesn't, like, come back and do well, maybe Ashley Phillips has a chance, but I think we sell Ashley Phillips, unfortunately. Divine is better than all of our loanies. He's playing better than everyone. I haven't been really watching Divine. I don't think Divine has a shot at our squad either, though. Shit, he has looked good. Yeah. He looks solid as well. He's looked solid as well, to be fair, actually. What's his G's and A's saying? 2 goals. 1 assist. I don't know, though, but it's because it's like, I mean, yeah, he's looked shit. Fair play. Maybe, I don't know. We have a lot of good loanies, man. We have a lot of good youngsters coming up. So, like, I don't know where the pathway is. Play 5 in the back with Van de Ven and Romero and Vuskovic and Poro on the right and choose your right side. Udogie Spence. Oh, this would be scary. I mean, yeah, between Vuskovic, Romero, and Van de Ven, bro, good luck. It's going to be dangerous. At the back, 5 at the back, super defensive. I'd rather want to see 5 attackers than 5 defenders. Yeah, I agree. I don't like 5 at the backs. I'd rather play more attacking. Nice response, bro. To what? I don't know if that was like sarcasm or not, to be honest. Vanderman is 24. Yeah, he's not really young. Is he 24 now? Huh. Damola IJ is my favorite youngster. Yang's up there, top 2 though. Top 2. Yeah, Ajay is also looking good. Man, we have a lot of good youngsters, but I don't know where the pathway is. Where's the pathway? I don't know. I don't know where the pathway is. What about the academy players, U17? Who's up in there now? Didn't we just sign like this guy from we signed some like Scottish guy, didn't we? U17 Spurs. Or are you saying U18? Not even sure. I mean, obviously Luca Williams-Barnett. Is there. Teenan Thompson. Listen, after Teenan Thompson in the preseason, I like him. Teenan Thompson has been looking good. I can't lie. Been looking solid. He's been having a good season actually too. But obviously Luca Williams-Barnett. But I haven't heard much about him lately. Oh, wait, is he? Because he's probably playing in U21s, though. That's probably why. He's probably U21s. I think that's probably why. Phillips is starting in almost every match I watched them. Yeah, I think I was following him at the start of the season, and he wasn't getting too many minutes, but now he's getting minutes. So, Sal Van Romero next season is our yeah, you're hilarious. Who is your favorite player in the squad right now? For me, I'm torn between Madison and Kudus. I love Madison. Like I love Madison a lot. Honestly, I love Madison a lot. But Kudus has done wonders on me. So I rate Kudus highly. So I'm probably gonna say Kudus at the moment, but it's tied between him and Madison, in my opinion. And then I'm noticing Odebear. I love me some wingers. I love wingers and I love number 10s. Those are my favorite positions, are wingers and number 10s. I love me a good winger and I love me a good number 10. I love those positions. Janai and Luka Lins-Barnett should be in the first team. They shouldn't be loaned out. Yeah, I want to take like a little bit of like a Cole Palmer approach or a Dauman approach or an Nweri approach, like that sort of like progression. Like keep them in the squad and let them like just get minutes in the Carabao Cups. Get them amongst the players, you know what I mean? Because we're always going to have injuries too. Madison ACL. Oh, you like the answer? Oh, I appreciate that. Divine is 21 and has a clause to buy. Yeah, I don't think Divine's gonna make it with Spurs. My favorite player is Williams-Barnett. I see that, bro. Williams-Barnett is just excellent. Luka Williams-Barnett was playing regularly. Let's try to sway Max Dauman to us and play him. Oh, hell nah, bro. Hell nah. Oh, yo, how are you doing? Do you know if Kudus is playing against Man U? Oh, what's good, Chems? Do you know if Kudus is playing against Man U? I think he said in a quote that he's gonna be okay. But let's see. Madison is underrated. I agree. I love Madison a lot, man. I love him so much. He's so underrated. I think within our fan base and outside of our fan base. A fit matters is better than Kudus 100%. Yeah, I think Kudus is better. I think Madison's better than Kudus when they're fit, but I still think Kudus is excellent. Matters is great if he can somehow bring 2016 form again. Wow, he'll look like Tuffa. Bro, I think even last season he was one of our best players when he was fit. In the Europa League, Madison was crucial to getting us to win there or getting us to that final. He was so important. Madison was so important to getting us to that Europa League final. Huge importance to that. Madison was like 16, 17, and 2016. I was going to say, like, bro was like, what, 21 or something like that? In 16, 17? It's like, what do you mean, Mohammed? That's hilarious. But Madison was like, what? Like, that was almost 10 years ago. He was like 21. Wait, wasn't he when Leicester? No, bro, he wasn't even there. He wasn't at Leicester when they won the Premier League. He was not there. Madison was not with Leicester when they won the Premier League. I know that because I watched the whole documentary on it. Who is better, Mikey Moore versus Min Hyuk? I think Mikey Moore is better, but shit. That's actually a good question. You know what? Actually, hold on. Let me think about that. That's actually a good question. That's a good question. I think... Fuck. I think you'd say Mikey Moore is better just because like last season he got good minutes. He actually impacted in the Europa League. So I think you'd say Mikey Moore is better. But I have very high hopes for Yang Min Hyuk. I honestly, I think that it's tough, it's tough. It's tough because I think Mikey Moore is doing a lot better now for Rangers. But I rate Yang highly, bro. I haven't seen it in like the Premier League yet for Yang, so it's hard for me. Like at least I've seen Mikey Moore actually play for us in the Premier League, and he's done it in the Europa League. So I can confidently say that like I see him being a higher star, but I still think that Yang, like I don't think they're too far off. I think they're like at a very similar level. like I when I watch Yang, he's a smart player, Yang Min-hyuk. He's a very smart player. He's nimble. He moves well. He passes the ball well. He has a proper shot in him too, Yang. Don't underestimate Yang Min-hyuk's shot too. It's just a matter of getting consistency and repetition out of him and getting him stronger. He has to get stronger. Get stronger, Yang Min-hyuk. And I think he'll be an excellent player. But I think they're at a similar level. But I guess I'd say I'd concede to Mikey more. I would concede. Just based off of what he's done before. Can't tell if you're rage baiting or not. Yeah, that was crazy, bro. What do you mean? No, I don't know. Does this guy actually think Madison was balling out for a title-winning Leicester at age 16? I don't think he was 16. I think it was would have been 18 or he wasn't even at Leicester at that point. Come on, say Mikey. Yeah, I think Mikey's better. Do I look like someone who will watch Leicester play? Mikey and Min-hyuk at the same level, in my opinion. Yeah, I think they are. I think they're at a similar level. But I think I'm gonna wrap up there, guys. Good hour 15 stream. I'm gonna get some food in me because I have not eaten at all today, so I'm gonna eat some food, and then we're gonna be back with the live watch along on Saturday against United. So be there. Another big one. Spurs have got to win that game. I think I might do another stream. I think I'll do a stream for you guys on Friday. to preview the United game. So be here similar time on Friday. I think, yeah, I'm going to say either same time on Friday or a little bit later on Friday. But I'm going to do a stream on Friday to preview Man United. So stay tuned for that. We'll be back on Friday. Everyone come back in. Preview Manchester United. We have to win. Big game. And we'll talk then, bro. We'll talk then. I was going to answer this quickly. Who's the best tactical player at Spurs? I'm going to say best tactical player. I'm going to say Maddison. I think it's Maddison. Either Maddison or Kudus. Either Maddison or Kudus. I think both are excellent. Take care, my brother. Thank you, Kamal. Thank you, Kems. Take care. By the way, did you talk about Chelsea? I did a video on my YouTube channel. I did a post-match reaction. So watch. It's on my YouTube channel. But yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much. You love to cook menu, but not Chelsea. Brother, we gonna talk. Anyways, peace out, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next stream, man. Peace out, Joe. Come on, Richarlison. In that number. Oh, when the Spurs go marching in.